For BWYellowJackets.com, I'm Brendan Gulick, and this is the week that the winter sports have been waiting for all season long. It is OAC Tournament Week for basketball. The indoor track and field team competes this weekend in their conference championship, and the wrestling team has their regionals with a chance to qualify for the national meet in a couple of weeks. So it's officially tournament time for the winter sports. Let's get you set. Today, Monday, is an off day, but everything gets rolling on Tuesday night with a couple of basketball OAC quarterfinal matchups. The men are the 4 seed. They've had a good year, and they finished the regular season with a nice win over Wilmington. They will host 5th seeded Mount Union. That game is scheduled for 7:30 here in Berea. They'll play while the women are at Otterbein. Also the 4-5 game. The Yellow Jacket ladies are the 5 seed. Otterbein is the 4 seed. In both cases, between the men and the women, they split the regular season series with their OAC quarterfinal foes. So we'll see if the Jackets can come up with a big win and move on to Thursday's semifinals. If they continue to qualify, the OAC championship game would be on Saturday. The top seed on the men's side is John Carroll. Top seed on the women's side is Ohio Northern. We did see a couple of upsets last year, so keep your eye on the basketball tournament. You just never know what can happen with March Madness looming. On Wednesday, the men's lacrosse team has a big game. In fact, it's their first of the regular season after having a couple of exhibitions. So Coach Trey Keeley and his group will go out there for the first time this year. They will be at Washington and Jefferson at 6 p.m. on Thursday night. Again, Thursday is an OAC semifinal matchup if the basketball teams qualify, but no other action on Thursday. Friday is the first of 2 days of competition for the OAC Indoor Track and Field Championships. Capital is hosting those this year, so the Yellow Jackets will be down in Bexley competing for OAC titles. It gets underway at noon on Friday, and they'll be on the track and field at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Also, Friday and Saturday, as I mentioned, the wrestling team competing in regionals this weekend. That is hosted by Wabash, and they'll compete Friday and Saturday, hoping to send as many guys as they can to the national meet, which, if you haven't heard, the Yellow Jackets are hosting along with the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission here in Cleveland March 9th and 10th. A couple of other things going on Saturday. Baseball has a doubleheader at Oberlin after they got off to a great start to the year this past weekend with a couple wins over Anderson. So the Yellow Jacket baseball team back at it against Oberlin on the road on Saturday. They'll have a 1 p.m. game and a 4 p.m. game doubleheader at Oberlin. Again, the basketball teams, if they qualify for the championship games, those would be on Saturday, but the time and location of those games still to be determined. The men's tennis team will compete at Washington and Jefferson. That's a 5 p.m. start for them. And the men's lacrosse team will have their second game of the year. They will play at Olivet up in Michigan. So a really busy week. The spring sports have begun. The winter sports are officially in tournament time, wrapping up, and we're really looking forward to seeing the Jackets compete in postseason play. We hope you can make the games, but if for some reason you can't, that's okay. We've got you covered right here on BWYellowJackets.com.